So guys, how long should it take for someone to start dating after they just come out of a relationship?
Ladies first.
Okay.
As always.
Personally, I think it depends on how long the relationship was. If it was a little 2-3 months relationship, yeah, I'm still dating. I'm just, and straight away.
Straight away.
We just, we were together 2 months, 3 months. So you expect me to wait another 6 months for no? I'm just saying, it depends on how serious that relationship was. If it was, you were just together for 2-3 months and you just broke up, I'm just gonna wait another 3 months. When I could.
No, but you lot had a lot of things going on in that.
No, but prior to that relationship,
Sexual
you could be talking
activities
for, I don't know, maybe a year or maybe less.
So we're gonna talk for a year and be together 3 months.
So,
But then
there's a lot of things that could happen.
you
in
can't
that
be
relationship.
time.
Yeah.
You don't
I know,
time.
I'm just saying, it depends on how serious and how long that relationship was. If it really wasn't something serious, if it really, it's not someone you really saw yourself with, and it really depends on why you broke up in the first place.
I think that's
if it's not something you had, your heart wasn't in it anyway, I'm going back on the market.
Yeah, I think it depends
Yeah.
on how intense the relationship was.
If
he done you dirty.
Yeah, all of that, or if you did him dirty or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, if it's something serious, like, we really both put our heart in this, and this is something that hurts, I'm still hurting, I probably still love him, I wish we'd get back together, whatever the case may be, then I would say 6 months maximum is enough for me to try and find myself again, personally.
Well, it takes you 6 months to find another guy.
No, not find another guy, find myself. After a breakup, I think, because after a breakup, I wouldn't say rush back in another relationship. You need time to to find yourself again.
But then it says dating. Dating might not be a relationship.
Exactly. To date again, because this is someone you love. This is someone you saw yourself marrying, whatever, and you just broke up. So you're heartbroken. I really don't think it's healthy to jump back in the dating scene straight after. You need time to get over whatever it is. This probably made you feel insecure. I don't know. Whatever the case may be, you need, and I think 6 months is enough time. After 6 months, if you're still, you need something. So I think 6 months to me anyway is enough time to just, get over it.
For me, like what JP said, I don't think there's a time period to any of it. I feel like you definitely need to wait, and obviously you're not going to jump into a new relationship all of a sudden. The next day, you're going to maybe wait a little bit, because you may want to recover some of the money you lost, to get me. It's relationships.
Been dating a lot in that.
Not even that. Relationships are almost as investments. So you got to think tactically, very strategically about who you're going to be with. So that requires time, obviously getting back into the dating scene.
But do you think that when you're really into someone that you're dating, you now think tactically? Do you think you take time to recover, or do you think you just go into it because you're actually feeling the person?
I think sometimes you may, because you never know what can happen.
You may.
Yeah, you may think about logically, where is it that this girl's going to be taking.
You said sometimes it's like an investment.
Yeah.
That's basically saying you're putting in to get something back. No?
Not really. Like, when I say investment, it doesn't necessarily mean me get something back.
There's nothing wrong with putting in to get something
No, I
back.
agree. My point is that you said. My point is that you said there's no specific time frame. But now, if you're saying there's no time frame, but actually I might take some time to recover, that means there is a time that you're leaving to recover. Do you think
it could take me a day, it could take me a couple of hours, it could
recover money wise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you never know, it depends on the person's bank account and how they set up and how they feel about it.
Okay, so money is definitely a big thing.
Of course,
for you.
In a relationship, Like if I've got £0 in my name, if I've got a lot of debts to pay and loans to pay back, then I'm not gonna it won't be nice on them.
Makes
sense.
Makes sense.
I get what you're saying.
Why am I dating broke? Yeah, that's true.
But then what if you are broke and then you click with somebody, because you can't.
Yeah, you can't predict how you
can't predict when you're gonna click with someone.
Do you see what I mean?
You're gonna push them away and be like, no, I'm broke. I'll talk to you in 6 months.
Because dating doesn't always mean going on dates. Dating can be we're talking, as in you're genuinely talking. You're getting to know someone. So if you're getting to know someone, that depends on who you're into. But I mean, so you could be talking. You could be talking to the person for a while.
So I was saying that you said dating or relationships, is that what you said, right? It's like an investment.
Yeah.
Money wise.
That's
what you meant?
That's exactly what I said. But when I use the word investment, it's not just money wise, and it's not like an investment in terms of like business where you get something in return. It's more so just you putting yourself into something. That's how I use that term, investment.
As in you invest yourself.
Yeah, invest myself in it. Yeah.
Okay. So what about things that happen naturally? Because you meet someone, it happens naturally. It's the timing's right. It's there and then. You know. Are you not going to start talking to them?
Of course.
Are you going to let it go? Or are you going to just...
Of course I'm going to start talking to somebody. I'm not going to completely lock myself out from the whole world just because like one or two things in my life.
My question to you is, how fast after you break up with someone would you start talking to somebody?
Once I feel like mentally I'm okay. Like,
exactly. So me, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's
you can be not mentally okay and someone you click with someone, or that doesn't happen.
It does. Yeah, it does.
So then what do you do then?
But if you know that you're not mentally okay, I don't think I would pursue it. Like, I'm not going to really invest myself, like he said, in something if I know deep in my mind I'm not mentally ready for something.
But then not being mentally ready could also mean that you are happy to date.
No, I don't think it's fair on the other person. Mentally I'm not ready to date, but I'm dating.
No. I'm talking about yourself actually. So you feel like you're not mentally ready, but then when you're actually dating the person, you realize that it makes you forget a lot. Like you're actually happy to be dating.
But if I went into it not ready, because I know that's why I give the whole 6 months thing, because I know myself. Yeah. If let's just say I just broke up with someone I loved, all that, and we just broke up. A week later I meet a guy. But I know myself. But I'm not mentally ready. I'm not.
No, I understand, but those are two extremes: 1 week and 6 months. So what I'm trying to say is that what if you start dating within a certain time frame? Do you feel that it has to be 6 months? What if the 6 months hasn't reached yet? Are you going to wait for the 6 months to take?
And then you're still not ready.
I said it's about 6 months.
Okay. I'm just trying to see if it's literal or...
It kind of goes hand in hand with what he said. When you're, mentally ready, I just gave a time. I just said, okay, up to 6 months. I could be ready before that.
Yeah.
But I just think if it's too soon, that's why I just gave the example. Like, if it's too soon, it's too soon. I'm not going to go into it knowing, even if talking to the person makes me happy. That's how it always is. At the start, you're always happy. But listen, if I know mentally I'm not ready, it's just going to crash because the relationship's not going...
the fact that, say you break up with someone...
Yeah.
And, it's like, you break up with someone, would the fact that you know that they're already dating will make you want to date quicker? Or would it make you feel even like, oh yeah, I'm definitely not ready to date? Do you get what I mean? Would it trigger you...
If they're already dating other people?
Yeah, before you...
That's their business. Go and date other people.
I'm talking about a relationship that you was really invested in, and then you like your heart and soul was in that relationship,
and
then they start dating literally a month after, and you've been together.
No, but that's down to you.
That's them.
No, but I'm saying
let that put any pressure on me.
To be honest, I'm someone I don't really watch what other people do, but then I think it's general anyway. Whenever you see your ex doing. Whatever you see your ex doing, as in dating someone, there's always that. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Especially if it was like a nasty breakup or anything like that. It's kind of like, when you talk to someone, you're not really interested in the person, but the fact that they stop talking to you, you're like, oh, why'd they stop talking to me? That feeling. So imagine having that feeling with someone that you actually did care about. And they move
think
on.
That would push you to do it faster?
Would it push you to want to date quick?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. What you said makes sense.
Yeah,
do you get what I mean?
True. Then again, yeah. Because I don't think I've had a breakup that's destroyed me.
Yeah.
So I don't. That's why my mentality is a bit different.
Yeah.
But if someone destroyed me, it probably would take a bit longer. To come back.
So it all comes down to how you feel.
Come like William on that.
Yeah, when you see that they're moved on. So.
I think it all
when you see
comes
that
down
they're
to how
moving
you
on,
feel.
doing good in life, then fam, you feel raging.
Yeah, it kind of triggers you.
So
see that depends. So if
that does affect
exactly, it will change your
dynamic.
But then
look, sometimes when you break up, sometimes you kind of have that period where you hope. So sometimes because you hope that it will fix itself, then it takes you longer to now date. But if you know that it's done deal and it's in the ground, then
but I also do feel like it becomes like some sort of competition with who's
but I feel like that's natural.
No,
I think sometimes it's a bit natural.
Yeah. But then imagine he's moved on, he's got a girl. Then I feel like I'm pressured to get a guy.
No. That's not what I mean. So what I'm saying, what you thought initially would have taken you 6 months because you're kind of hoping, and then you get done with the hope, so then you're moving on with your feelings and bam bam bam. Might not, because you see that because they moved on, it's genuinely a done deal. So you kind of deal with your feelings.
No, when I meant
faster.
6 months, I'm dealing with it. That's me. I'm not hoping.
No, I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is that the fact that they're moving on, you kind of deal with it faster in a way. Do you see what I mean? I rarely see people moving on with someone else and you just still dwelling on how you feel about the relationship. I mean, naturally.
I agree with that, yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, if
Just
you
because-
moved on, that
Just
means...
because the guy's moved on and by his way of moving on means that he had to get with a girl doesn't mean that your way of moving on means that you must get with a guy as well. You could be living your best life and then he's gonna see it and
Exactly.
say, right,
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
it's true.
So
She doing
me
her
seeing him moving on is...
Yeah,
what
but
I really
sometimes-
want.
But sometimes you're drowning in your sorrows and you need that kick up your butt to like move on from the situation, and that might be the kick up the butt, as in, you know sometimes you're kind of naive, like you're thinking, oh yeah, well we broke up, it's been 6 months, a year, but yeah, I'm still the love of his life, so therefore I'm gonna date, but not really. And then you see, for instance, you get married and you're like, okay, oh shit, like.
well, he thinks like that.
Shit. Some people think like that. Some people think like some people will literally be sitting there stalking the new girl, even if they're dating, because they're kind of dating.
Girls like that, I can't.
No, some people are like that. And some people will be like, do you know what? Like, I don't care if he's dating or not. I'm just gonna do me straight away. Or some people are vindictive. Is that what? Yeah, how you say it? As in, we broke up. I'm gonna show you that. Yeah, I'm doing better. Like, you know, obviously, of course, you're not doing that good.
Yeah, you're just
but
trying
you
to
want to
prove.
show. You don't want to be the loser. You don't want to be the one to be last at dating, because everyone is gonna be like, oh, did you see that? So and so. So there's that as well.
This is why I said you kind of move faster
Sometimes when the person's moved on, because you don't want to be the one still holding on to your feelings and stuff.
Exactly.
And to be honest, it even makes you move on faster, because I do feel like when the person's moved on, you're like, why am I still sitting here sad about this? Let me live my best life. But when you live your best life and you're looking good and feeling good, if someone that's kind of worth it starts talking to you, you will talk back. I don't think you will now be like, oh no, I'm still healing.
And that's
Do
what
you
it's
see
all
what I
about,
mean?
because now that's down to your self-validation now, so
Yeah.
you're not going to someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do also think that everybody has the way of moving on.
Of
You
course.
might move on by traveling, like you said.
Is
Yeah.
that definitely moving
You
on
know,
though?
yeah, that is. You know, that's how some people get over.
Yeah, but me moving on.
Yeah, like
after
some
me-
people moving on is getting with other people, dating. That's the way of moving on. Some people's way of moving on is
Some men become
traveling.
animals.
Moving to
I feel
another
that lack
country.
of self-control now.
To be honest, me dating after a week doesn't mean I'm weak or I'm scared to be alone or I can't handle it. It's just that it just happened to be there, and I'm thinking to myself, well, life is short. Why would I tell myself I need 2 months to, like, your brain doesn't know it's 2 months. You don't count the days. Okay, it's been 2 months. It's been 30 something days. Obviously, after a month, obviously, I know 2 months is not 30 days, but you know what I mean. You're not gonna count. Okay, it's been 30 plus days. Or it's been 60 days. Actually, I'm ready now because it's been 6. It's like saying, how long do you take to have sex with someone when you're dating? Sorry, but
it comes
how
naturally,
how do you calculate that? Okay, it's been 3 months, so therefore he's not gonna be a dickhead anymore, so I can have sex.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, like that's bonkers to me. Do you get what I mean? So after dating, it
You could date
depends.
someone for a week, have sex
You
with
could
them
be
after a
even
week,
dating
and
the
then-
same day that person you break up with that person. If that's your way of dealing with it, it doesn't mean that you're gonna stay with that other person that you're with. It could just be, I just need to be with someone else, or I just need a change of scenery, or I just need to be, you know, sometimes you kind of want to be in that, not a lie, but like I don't know how to explain it. Like you want to be, you've been in a relationship. Some people have been in a relationship since they were in school, and they're literally let loose.
Yeah, high school sweethearts.
Do you think they're gonna take 6 months now to be like, oh my god? Some of them
Let me
will,
think about
because
it.
they might be scared. But some will be like, yeah, like F this, I'm living my life. Why? Because I've been kind of like in a cage. Exactly. But it doesn't mean that that person that's gonna move on after a month and they've been together for like with that person for 10 years, that yeah, you're bugging. No, it doesn't mean anything. Because you could be in a relationship for 10 years and 9 years out of that relationship was toxic and that 1 year was good. So what? That person, you think that person are gonna move? What about the people that get abused in relationships?
Yeah, that's true.
How long are they supposed to wait then until?
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? It's not
If they
just.
find happiness, they
It's not
find
just you
happiness,
cheated on
yeah.
me. Yeah, we break up. What about the people that get abused? What about the people that been in a relationship, long distance relationship, for
Yeah,
instance,
that's true.
and they can't take
You
it
might-
anymore.
Yeah, you might start there.
There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things. So you can't really say, well, I need 3 months to do such and such. The same way you can't say, well, I know in 2 months going to the gym, I'm gonna lose.
like this or
You
that.
don't know that. Or me not eating for a week, I'm gonna lose such and such because you don't know that either.
Yeah.
So
It's your
as
own
you
personal
go,
journey.
I think you kind of like figure out, okay, well, maybe I need a friend. I may not need someone to date, but I need a friend. So you might that friend may be there already, and they just need a friend to talk to, or you just need to be having sex with 10 guys,
Oh, loads.
and then
You know what?
So yeah, so Orlando, obviously, have you been in a scenario where you ended your relationship and moved on quick, or does it take you time to find your partner again after that?
To be fair for me,
There you
yeah.
go, mate.
To be fair for me, if I invest a lot in a relationship, then knowing myself, I would allow myself enough time, like Fatim said, maybe 6 months or maybe a little bit more, just to make sure that I know within myself that, like, I have enough time to find myself, find back my value, and like just reset everything. Because Helen made a good point. I think that she said that it's not fair for if you're in a scenario where you're ready to be dating the next person, but then you still have little feelings for your ex. It's not fair to that person. Like if you explain to them, I'm open to it, but then not fully because I'm still kind of involved with my ex, then it's not fair to that person because that person could be on the side thinking that I don't know how long I'm gonna wait until that person's finally ready to be fully on dating. So yeah, that's my point of view still.
So you're flexible, man. You get me? it depends, yeah.
It depends on that, mate.
Yeah, man. Like I said, for me, you get me. Like, yeah, Helen made a good point. So I thought about it. I was like, yeah, if I have like a bad breakup, then it could take a bit of time. But if it's a casual breakup, mate, next week, ready to rock. No, I'm joking.
Wow, 'cause you do breakups.
No, I don't break up. I'm in a very happy relationship, and that's my last one. But I'm saying, like in the past, if it's a calm breakup, like I'm not gonna think about it. You get me? If someone good comes along the way, I'm ready to think. So yeah, man. So obviously, I'll let Fatim wrap it up, and that's it.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I do, like we all said, I've started it off by saying that I would put a time into it, 6 months. But Helen made a point. I don't know how I feel about that. She mentioned, what about people that were abused in relationships? How are they going to move on? Well, personally, if I'm abused in a relationship, if that's physically, mentally, whatever, sexually, I doubt I'll be the first one to just jump back out there, because that's a lot. Yeah, that stuff can break you. So she was like, oh yeah, what about people that are abused? Are just gonna wait? Yeah, I personally would wait.
no, I said, what about the people that were in like a long
Long
from,
relationships.
like, high school and
Yeah,
stuff,
that's what I'm saying. If
and
they
they
were
just know
abused,
that one person, like say they're just
yeah.
yeah.
No, I'm talking about not the long term. I'm talking about the abuse part.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you were abused in a relationship, the last thing you should do is just jump back in another one.
Some people think
Well,
so.
maybe I would think so. I don't think if I was physically abused in one relationship that just ended, I'm just gonna go back into another, because mentally I'm not ready. If I was emotionally or sexually abused in a relationship, I doubt I would just jump back in another one. Like I said, I'll need time. Now it really is subjective to say, yeah, I would give 6 months, 4 months, 3 months. Everybody deals with things on differently.
Yeah.
It might take me 6 months, it might take you 3 months. Some people take a year. Like
I
it's
think it depends
different.
on where you're at mentally.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're at your lowest of your lows or whatever, you might take longer than I would. And yeah, everybody's different. So yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's what we really said. It really just depends on the type of person you are, the type of relationship you are, your
and
mental state. And yeah. So yeah, that's it.